How's it going, everybody? This is Top Dropper. Hope you're having another great day, and welcome back to another video. Alright, it's time for my first life update of 2023. In this series, I'll talk about everything that's been happening with me outside YouTube, and also talk a little bit about some of the content that I'll be sharing throughout the next several weeks. So, in this series, everything you need to know that's happening with me outside YouTube, you'll get to know a little bit about that here. And not too much so far has actually happened outside of YouTube. Okay, well, actually change that. A ton has happened to me outside YouTube, and it mainly involved a whole lot of concerts. So at my job, we have a bunch of amazing guest stars, including a whole bunch of Grammy Award winning, world-renowned artists, and we had two of them this past month, including Daniel Trifonov and Hilary Hahn. It was great to get to do those concerts again. Trifonov we already had at least a couple times during the 21-22 season, so to have him back in the middle of Centennial is awesome. And Hilary Hahn, my goodness, if you do not know who Hilary Hahn is, you have been living under a rock the last few months. She is a world-renowned megastar, and she has performed everywhere, and literally she is big on social media, and we had her literally last month at Red Bank and Newark. And last time, it was actually the very first time I ever did concert duty in Red Bank, and so to get to see both of them, it was such an awesome treat, and I'm sure there are a lot of fans that enjoyed it. We also had our Lunar New Year celebration, which of course was the first time since 2020, I think, that they had an in-person Lunar New Year celebration, so that was really awesome to be a part of, get to celebrate the start of the Chinese New Year, and really just enjoy everything about the Chinese culture as well. So that was a whole lot of fun. And just a couple weeks ago, we announced our 23-24 season, which was the very first season of our new century. Of course, as we know, this year is the Centennial season, but next year will mark the first of our second century, and there are a lot of good names that we have on there as well. I'm talking guest performers like Aaron Deal, Augustine Howard, who we've already had. Trifonov is back again. We have Time for Free, which recently won a Grammy Award with the Philadelphia Orchestra, and our music director, Shin Zhang, we have them. That's very exciting. Of course, Daniel Bernard Romain, our resident artistic catalyst, we of course have him again as well, and a whole bunch of other amazing guest performers and a whole bunch of acts as well. I cannot wait for the 23-24 season. It's going to be a lot of fun, obviously, and like I said, I really hope that you get to be a part of it, just like we're doing right now with Centennial. And really the only other major thing that's happened to me since then is, well, probably the most ironic one, but I now have an obsession with Crumbl Cookies. I do mean that. Yes, obviously I've mentioned before in one of my previous videos when I reviewed their Crumbl Cookies for the very first time. Ever since then, I've become hooked to it. I mean, every single week, in fact, every Monday almost, or Tuesday after work, depending on what the situation is, I've gone to the Crumbl Cookies in Route 22 to try every single one of their flavors, especially the two ones that you usually see every single time, the chocolate chip and the classic pink sugar. And I've reviewed every single one of them on my social media, and man, I have just become so obsessed with them. I mean, the Galaxy Brownie cookie that I had one time was good. I love their Oreo cookie as well, along with their Reese's cookie, and also their new one that they recently just had, their chocolate cake. My good, that is absolutely good. I know everybody really talks about how much, ice cream really brings meaning to life. Well, sometimes you gotta mix it up a little bit, and in my opinion, my life, especially considering what's happened to me personally the last couple of weeks, my best way to cheer me up is really Crumbl Cookies. And I mean, who doesn't love the size of a surprise every single week with their new flavors of cookies? It's literally just like the bent spoon, where literally they have a surprise flavor literally like every single day almost. So yeah, I mean, I really love Crumbl Cookies, and really, if you're a fan of Crumbl Cookies yourself, let me know. I mean, what are some of your favorite flavors? I mean, literally, I've just become addicted to that place, and you're going to be seeing a lot more Crumbl Cookie content on my social media, a lot of reviews on that within the near future. Maybe I'll do a future challenge on that. Alright, anyways, that's all in the past. Right now, let's go over to our content update, and I am planning a lot of content over the next couple of months. Now, one of the things that I do have to talk about is the upload schedule. Now, in most weeks that you've seen the last year or so, I've been uploading at least twice a week. The problem is, though, is that, it becomes a lot harder to be able to think of some new content every single time whenever I'm uploading twice a week. I mean, because of that, you have to upload your videos a lot quicker as a result. So yeah, that's why I keep asking you to send me suggestions, and I really like to hear from you, because I really want to continue doing the twice a week uploads instead of having to revert back to the once a week uploads, because I really feel like that it really helps bring a lot more of my creativity to you guys. And so, just let me know. What are some of your suggestions? Food challenges, stuff like that. I really like to hear from you. So I really want to keep this going. Let me know down in the comments some of your suggestions while I reveal some of what I plan on doing. I mentioned food challenges. I do want to keep that going, but maybe like once or twice a month or something like that. Maybe like another restaurant challenge, like a halal guys. I'm a huge fan of that. Maybe try all of their platters, or maybe even a whole box of Crumbl Cookies, like a party pack, like all the new flavors, obviously. That would definitely be a lot of sugar, but hey, I've tried a pack of donuts lately from Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts, and I've accomplished them without a problem. So, I really like to try some more of those, and so let me know some of your suggestions for what food challenges I should do next. I also got a lot more video game reviews, obviously a lot of bad game reviews. I really believe that the last one that I just did, literally Driver, that one's really been picking up steam, and so I'm really happy to see that. I also want to start reviewing some other games that are actually pretty decent as well. So, let me know some of the games in my collection that you would like for me to review down in the comments, especially ones that I've reviewed in my Haul and Game series. And I really haven't done a random thoughts video yet so far this season. I really like to try to do something like that, so I'll hopefully get a random thoughts video at some point, as well as another things that I hate video. I really enjoyed doing it the 2 times that I did it last year. I really want to convert that into a series, so hopefully I'll get another one going. Maybe, something that, that's related to the theme of Valentine's Day, although it will be really released the day after Valentine's Day if I do that, so it really doesn't matter. Maybe just do something involving something like that. But yeah, I'm hoping to continue that, and then the random thoughts, as I said before, it really depends on what's happening, and really there hasn't been too much lately that I could think of, so maybe something will pop up soon. And yeah, obviously I got a whole lot more content outside that I'm also planning as well. Again, trying to keep the flow going. If you got some suggestions, let me know down in the comments and I'll try to make them. And yeah, like I said, at least until mid-April, I'm looking at doing a whole lot more uploads and hopefully bring some more of my excitement and fun over to you guys. Finally, I reserved this for every single February. I've done it for the last 2 years, and I'll do it for the 3rd year in a row for my first Life Day update of the year. This Sunday, which is, by the way, tomorrow, Super Bowl LVII is in Arizona on Fox, and I'm so excited for the big game this Sunday. And really, it's really the best 2 teams of the entire season, literally all year, and they're facing off against each other in the Super Bowl. The Philadelphia Eagles having by far their best season since their Super Bowl season back in the 2017-18 season. A breakout year by Jalen Hurts, and really such an incredible season for this team. And really, at one point, I thought they were really going to have an unbeaten season, but obviously that fell through way after Jalen Hurts got hurt. But obviously, still, Nick Sirianni, since he has taken over as a head coach, this team has come a long way. And if they can keep going like this, I think they have such an amazing future. But of course, they have to fend off the Kansas City Chiefs if they're going to get their 2nd Super Bowl title. Literally, Kansas City, ever since Patrick Mahomes has taken over, you have to expect that they're going to make it to the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. Literally, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs have really become the new Tom Brady and the New England Patriots of this era. It's literally like every single time that you see them, you expect them to make it to this point. And so it's no surprise to see them once again in the Super Bowl. And Patrick Mahomes, as usual, he's been doing a whole lot of great stuff. And really, perhaps he might probably have already won the MVP award by the time this video uploads. Who knows? But really, he's just continuing to show why he's perhaps the best QB in all football. It's really hard to underestimate that. So when it comes to my predictions, I do feel like this one's going to be close all the way. I know a lot of people down in Philly, especially a couple of my former colleagues that currently work there at the Philadelphia Orchestra, that will be rooting out for the Eagles. But man, I'm sorry, unfortunately I have to say this, Philly Nation, I just don't see it happening tomorrow. I know you love to go crazy, and I love to see it happen too, but when you're facing Patrick Mahomes, I'm really sorry. I just don't see any way it's happening. I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs here, 34-27. I think the Chiefs will get their 3rd Super Bowl title, Patrick Mahomes his 2nd, and he will once again become the Super Bowl MVP. Literally, whenever you're facing off against the Kansas City Chiefs, it's going to be very hard to beat them. And I think that despite all the success the Philadelphia Eagles has had this season, and congrats to them, I think Patrick Mahomes and his offensive firepower, along with their strong defense, It's just going to be too much for the Eagles to handle. Yeah, either way, whatever you're watching in the world, I really do hope that you enjoy the game tomorrow. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, and yeah, to go along with that, there's going to be a whole bunch of other stuff happening over the next couple months, and I'm looking forward to talking a little bit about that in my next life update, which hopefully will be in mid-April. So hopefully there's a lot more that's happened before that. I know that there's a whole bunch of events that are probably going to be planned during that time, and so I'm looking forward to sharing a little bit more about that with you guys. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you'd like to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when my latest video is released. Comment below for future suggestions for all my videos, whether it's blogs, projects, or challenges, you name it, leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to make them. As always, follow me on my social media, all the links are in the description below. That's going to do it for another video. I hope you're having another great day. As always, I hope to see all of you get another video very soon. So long, everybody.